Alright, welcome back, fellow godlers, to some more Dominions 5. We are in turn 30 of the Phaeacia Blitz, and here we go. We are reaching the next level of enchantment, going from 3 to 3, and going on to level 4. I'm not sure we are continuing down that route. We are, alright. I'm not sure what we are even... Right, we were going for, just in the feat of desperation, we are going for this poison ward. But there are really other research priorities that I should be considering, mainly in Conjuration 5. We have some nice national spells, and especially this Elemental Storm that is really nice. I talked about that one in the intro video, and really Conjuration is really nice for letting you spend gems on just summoning creatures with your mana or with your gems, and since we have such an abundance of gems, that would be a quite good way of getting rid of them. So I should really have doubled down on some more Conjuration. Anyway, there was a battle in Phaeacia. Pux, I think we'll call it that. That is between Pangea and Asphodel. Alright, just a little raid with some Maenads. Maenad. Mannequin. Can't even move, it just dies. Okay. Got 84 of them. And then let's just have a look at his commander. I'm just curious to see what kind of commander he's using for this. Just a basic one, but with personal magic gems. And it's got a heroic ability, heroic toughness. Okay. Interesting. With plus 22, so almost double hit points from that. Nice. Alright. Yeah, I wonder what the gems are for. For Swarm, of course. That's a really nice nature magic trick. Then in the Sea Stack Lake, we've got us retaking a province. No, this is us defending against this raiding Thrimskody, not the one with the sickle whose crop is pain, but another one, Sword of Swiftness. He's got a Ring of Water Breathing, a Ring of Regeneration, Boots of the Messenger, and some light magics, but that's not really his thing. He's about hitting stuff. And I have this little PD with them Shark Tribe Tridents. And so they will rush forward and kill that little ghost thing. And then he comes in. He's got Holy Avenger and Meditation the Bless, giving him what? Attack skill, defense skill, reinvigoration, and blood surge. And he does get the blood surge online. But look at that. In the first turn, he's already down to half hit points. And he's poisoned. And he's... Oh, this is blood surge, not bleeding. He's got what? Protection 20? But this defense skill 3. These guys come in with 3 attacks per. But I'm surprised they could even get through that protection. They hit at 11 with Pierce, so they still have to be pretty lucky to deal any damage. Here, damage roll, just a really high damage roll then, and a low protection roll then from him. Plus 6. Which one is the roll? 11 is the stat, and then this one rolled 24 damage, so that is pretty impressive. That seems very high. That must have been like with the exploding dice at least once or twice. And he's got 14 protection after the calculation, and then a bad roll of protection allows 15 points of damage coming in, and then poison damage also starts to take its effect here. I was wondering about this battle because we didn't really have time to review it. But what happens here is that my little guys actually kill this insanely strong thug. So that's super lucky for me. We not only did we keep this territory, but we also killed him, and he was, if we look at him again, we were talking about this in the chat, both me and Jotunheim were equally surprised by the outcome of this battle. This is 5 gems, 5 gems, 5, 7, 5, 3, and 10. So 30, 40 gems-ish plus whatever he costs. I don't know what kind of unit he is. If he's a recruitable one. Yeah, it costs gold and resources and recruitment points. Thrimskody, let's have a look at it in here. I'm just curious. The Fluffster, Thrimskody, can only be recruited in the capital, so a cap only 2 turns recruitment. That's a pretty significant loss for sure, and he just died to 11 PD. I think I actually put 1 extra PD in here the previous turn, just like, they're decent enough, these guys with lots of attacks, and then they end up killing that thug. Pretty amazing. Alright, and then an event in Capes in here. We get plus 10 defense, and I think we've had that a few times. So look at this, 48 PD in the Throne province here. So without any army in here, we have this amount of units in here. That's pretty insane. 48 defense. And we are building palisades. We are researching. All the things are being done. So yeah. That was a lucky event. Then in Narian Sea, we get growth, get luck, and get sloth 3. But then tax minus 100. What is this? A Naiad Court. Okay. In here. Doesn't really matter. Kurumu, unrest and population loss. And in Oaklands, unrest. Up here. Alright, doesn't really matter. I don't really consider this territory to be mine at this point. Sitis is sending troops, everything he's got is just being sent towards trying to relieve the siege. We have broken the fortification now. And we can look at the script in here. It's just, I mean, it's pretty simple. Everything is up front, ready to push in. And then we have all of our, what are they called, storm captains scripted. I think some of them, I should have set some of them to advance and spells, because there is a range limit on this spell, and I think sometimes they end up not being able to reach, which is kind of a waste. And since no one will ever push past this line with at least Sitis won't with his undead, there's no reason that my storm captains couldn't be all the way up here throwing down their spells in closer range. And so that would also give them more accuracy with the spells, I think. So having them up with advancing spells at least like half of the stack would be not too big of a risk, I think, especially because they are armored as they are. And so I think that would have been nice. And if I had had more time to min-max, I would probably have done something like that. We're still being harassed by diseases, and we are down to 46 of these. Orichalcum Guard, look at them, they are not doing well. Yeah. So in general, we are getting through, but it's tough going. We've lost a lot on this war, and this turn, of course, we will be pushing into this castle itself. Got a decent underwater army here. Not much else to speak about out here. Magic items. We are forgetting some turns to put these owl quills on people. How are we doing on research? 240. Got a huge mummified prince in here, still taking this territory from me. So we've lost a little bit to raiding. They're being held by one single Jotun hearse in Bell here. And so that is it for this turn. Let's jump into turn number 31. Without saving, continue. 31. And there is some battles. The one in Sitis is the one that is interesting. He's attacking me outside the fort again with a stack that was next to us. I don't know. Yeah, I think there's a... I don't know, Crystal Matrix and Eye of the Void. What is he doing here? With a this is making him a communion master. And so we have some guys here that can become communion slaves. Maybe he's doing something like that here. I don't remember this battle. It doesn't look like there is a foul vapors being cast, though. Would have expected him... Oh, but this is a priest level 3, so he's going to be doing really high tier priest stuff. I'm not sure what that's all about. Oh, and we've got a foul vapors guy here, and another foul vapors guy for redundancy here. Okay. And this is my anti-fort setup, I suppose. Everyone is sort of clumped, ready to storm the gate together. With the locos, that's not what they're called. Well, the locos are up front as well, with their gigantes in tow. So they're being put up front, these guys, to try to tank and break through the gate. But they need this group here. So we will start bombarding them with lightning again. Foul vapors have been cast. I'm wondering what you are doing. He's stunned right now. Oh, he got hit by the lightning? Really? Damn. I'm looking at Yeah, they are blessed. Not that they get a lot out of it. These guys. It's mostly the foul vapors again that will be damaging us. But look at that, we killed one of the mages. There's still one foul vapor guy alive here. Kaspar as... Oh, you can see that here. Asanupi being kind of the marsh master. That must be this guy then. Alright. Yeah, okay, that's a new thing for sure, that you can see who cast it. Interesting. I love this lightning storm thing. It's just so badass. And we end up killing our own guys with it, which is sad. Because we don't have the best accuracy with it. But it's just a fun way to play with these lightning strikes everywhere. Alright. So that was outside of Cetis. We lost 3 storm captains again because of the foul vapors, of course. Locos, 1 died, and 6 Orichalcum guards died here. Some of it must be to these sacred guards. They only get 2 kills on their side, so the rest of the kills are either the foul vapors or my friendly fire from the lightning. Then the battle inside the fortress of Cetis. Let's see what he's got going. I think I learned that this was the turn before Cetis' pretender spawned. So he has been summoning units in here. Look at that. Tons of these horned serpents. And scarecrows, also poison resistant. Yes, everything that is poison resistant had been summoned. Oh, he's got a scout that is running away at the start of the fight. Too bad for him. Cat's Fortune being cast here. Let's see, there must be someone here casting foul vapors again. Cat's Fortune, Blessing, Protection, Enlarge. Just trying to look at what we got going here. And then foul vapors must go down. Here we got a Marsh Master. So yeah, foul vapors and storm up again. We don't have the biggest army available anymore, so I mean, my Orichalcum guard will live through most of this, right? But if we lose the backline, and the backline isn't poison resistant, so it's all about how long they last. And then whether or not, I think you get rid of regeneration as the Prince Consort here, and he can also throw down a, because my highest path on the Pretender is Nature, we get a spell that the priests can cast on themselves to protect them against poison. I believe I am scripting that. Yeah, I have scripted that on our Phaeacian priests here, for example, so they get poison resistance 25, allowing them to stay alive a little bit longer. Or effectively be immune to the foul vapors at least. But it's all about how quickly we push through this massive meat shield he's got up front of his mages, right? So it's kind of interesting. The lightning will do good work here, because they have way more units than me, so they target like the center of a group here. I hit one of my own tiles and killed a few of my own guys. So yeah, I mean, if I ever played Phaeacia again, I would probably work some lightning resistance into the Blitz just a little bit, because that is pretty rough, losing like a stack of, or like just 4 Orichalcum guards to a wayward lightning strike. So we are holding our ground in the center, but storm captains are running because they get damaged, so some of them die because they don't rout. So we lose the front line, or the back line I mean, and then the front line wavers a little bit as well. Now they are routing, the Orichalcum guard, so is their back line is also routing, and my Pretender is here luckily, right? So, and we even have Dominion in here, so she is blessed. And so she will likely, as long as she stays her ground, yeah, we rout them. We even got a priest up front here. She's on advance and cast spells, I believe. But everything is routed. There's one of their commanders still standing his ground. But he's not undead, so he's not immune to morale break, and there he goes. We have some guys in our backline still casting. The Prince Sword consorts here are pretty strong. Some of the Storm Captains even survived. The Foul Vapors, of course, stops when the caster routed off the field. Alright, so could have been way worse. We got it at least. We lose 9 Storm Captains, half of our Orichalcum Guard again. I think that's the second time we halve them. So we are down to not on many after this war, and I'm left pretty crippled. But we took Cetis's capital at that point. Look at that stack here. 136 Horned Serpents. 15 of these Poisoners. But no Pretender in here. The Pretender could maybe have swung the battle in his favor if he had it. But I think his was imprisoned. Anyway, there was a battle in Murias as well. Here. Don't know where this is, but it's just me taking a province from Cetis. Oh, this is on my fort where he had a stack just sieging my fort for harassment. And so I sent in some free Orichalcum Guard that could not have made it to the siege. And then we are attacking in the Serenity. My underwater army. And taking a province from Jotunheim here. Yeah. Cool. An unexpected event has occurred in the land of our lord. We gain some random gold. In Murias, we lose population. Our undefended province Murias has been conquered by the enemy. Weird message to get when we just took it. There was a battle in Murias again. Oh, okay. Oh, because we are being sieged by... But then, okay, for some reason my guys fight here. Did we win this one? I think so. Yeah. Man, these Orichalcum Guards, they're just so freaking strong. I love it. 42 barbarians and we don't even lose a man with 7 Orichalcum Guards holding down the line. We had some Storm Captains throwing down lightning spells and that helps, of course, but the Orichalcum Guard just hold the line. That is important. Construction of palisades in Kepes is completed. And the entrance to the fortification in Bell has been breached, so he moved on a stack here this turn, Mr. Jotunheim, and has determined to now break Bell. So we will lose this one here on the front line. I decided that taking Cetis was way more important, so I didn't really fight it. And so we have conquered Cetis. We get an enemy capital, giving us a ton of different gems. And oh, and in here we can recruit these shaman, really cool, where we can get nature mages and astral mages. We get astral already, but nature is something we don't have easy access to, so this was really nice for me. And we are building a temple in here, I believe. At this point in the game, though, it's pretty hard to say what to do or where to go. Pangaea was besieged last turn by Asphodel, but it looks like he split his forces up to take these back provinces, and then there's been a rebellion in Pangaea. So he's now being sieged by these independents, and up here we see 600 enemy units on this fort here in the Haunted Woods. Down here we see 560, so Pangaea and Asphodel are throwing massive stacks against each other at this point in the game, just fighting it out. Meanwhile, I think this is the first capital to fall in the game, which is kind of cool. And I think people are feeling a little bit pressured by me, which is why Jotunheim also attacked me, of course. And so right now it's all about keeping what I have gained in this war and rebuilding our army. That'll be the name of the game. We got a new famous hero. Coronos here got what? Heroic toughness for an increased amount of hit points. Very good. That's decent enough for one of these Storm Captains. And yeah, this is all that is left. I suppose some of my men routed over here. We got 6 Orichalcum Guards in reserve here, but then everything else is dead. So yeah, tough war, but hopefully worth it. We knocked one player effectively out of the game. Of course he isn't. He's got 2 forts remaining here, and he makes it very clear to me that he is just going to spend the rest of the game being a nuisance to me. which is understandable. And I have to fight him off for a very long time. It's still really hard to push over here and take his throne. We can see what kind of throne he has there. Thrones of Possession, the outer throne, Special Dominion 2. So it's going to be really hard to Dominion kill him, for sure. As long as he has that throne. And so, yeah. I would just love to hold cities, and that would be enough, I think. Alright. And so, I think... Let's see, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the episode short here, because I don't have a lot of time today, but 2 turns, I suppose, is better than nothing. Not much else to know this turn. Yeah, so, oh, we found some magic sites. What am I saying? Painted Cave down in this Might Marsh. And then Sea of Rund, we have found the Bowling Current, where a fire mage may enter to summon a flame jelly. Oh, I never saw that. Interesting. Could have used Iliatos to do that. Flame jelly. I don't even know what a flame jelly is. That sounds really cool. Nice. So we would have to find a cheaper fire mage to do that with. I don't think we have one, so it would be like a Prince Corn sword like this one. But I should have done that. That seems pretty good. Huh. Alright, cool. And so, yeah, that's it for this episode, folks. See you next time, and bye-bye.